Shalom Israel, this is Sister Kana and welcome to another edition of COI Times, Children of Israel Times in the Days of Prophecies. And it's so amazing. I give all glory and praise to Ahaya Asher Ahaya Bahashim Yeshaya. I'm so thankful. Bless his holy name and his covenant with our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that he would consider Israel and bring Israel back. I just wanted to do this article on the tabernacle. Now, it's not a written article, although I do have a new article up on my web page, the COI Times .blog.com, but it's talking about sacrificing to the Most High, which goes into what I'm about to speak about, the tabernacle. It's just been on my spirit to look in to the tabernacle. We know that we will go back into the wilderness again, that Israel will dwell in tents, and that we will go back under the law of sacrifice. And in order for us to sacrifice to the Most High, we must have a tent. So I just started kind of doing some research on tents, and we know that the Most High took the children of Israel into the wilderness, and he instructed Moses to build a tabernacle so that they may sacrifice to him. And when we go into Exodus 25, read that chapter, it gives us all the information on how they went about building this tabernacle. Moses then in turn spoke to the children of Israel and asked them to give gifts and offerings to help build the tabernacle. So this is something that the children of Israel did, and they offered and they gave gifts to the Most High to build this tabernacle. So we know that we will be going back under the law. We will be sacrificing again to the Most High. We will have a tent, and the Most High will speak to the children of Israel face to face. This is what the word says. So I went and I had the opportunity to go check out the tabernacle replica that they have. And my sound wasn't so great, so I'm going to narrate over the actual video. But I want you to give you guys a glimpse, and it's on my spirit to do whatever I can to build this tabernacle, and I'm sure that it's on other people's spirit as well, because we're getting close, and we know that for those who have eyes to see and ears to hear, that we will come back under the covenant of the Most High, that we will be in the wilderness again, and that we will sacrifice to him. Ahaya. So, okay, so here it is. I'm at this site, and you can see that I'm talking in front of the outer court, and in the background you can see the white sheet. Now that sheet is supposed to be all linen, pure linen, and then at the front part of it is also supposed to be mixtures of purple, red, and blue linen as well, coverings. So I'm speaking, but my sound wasn't so great, so I have to narrate over it for now. So I'm outside of the gate, and I'm about to go in, and we're going to see a replica of the temple that Moses was commanded to build, the tabernacle. And as we go in, you can see it's huge. He gave Moses the exact measurements of what he wanted the temple to be, and so with that we can have a blueprint of what the Most High was looking for. Now we know that the Most High said in the Bible that he will restore all the vessels and all the holy things that were taken from us while we were in captivity, while we were under this curse, that he hid these things in certain parts of the wilderness, and that they will be restored back to Israel once we're all together. So we don't really have to worry about having the table for showbread, the sacrifice altar, and these things, because the Most High have preserved these things for us. So you see the veil. We have a this is the replica of the veil with the colors: the purple, the red, the blue, and then when you walk inside, you see the layer of the tabernacle, which was lined with gold. So and the table that held the show bread for the priests to eat and I guess sacrifice. That was all gold. The candlestick, all gold. They even had some replica of how the Israelites even dressed back there. That is, I guess, to burn the incense, and they have the vessels that were used. All just replicas. But this gives us an idea of what we will have back in the wilderness. And you see the holiest of holy veil, and how it covers the inner room, which is the holiest of holy. Right now, this room is the holy room. There's the holy, and then the holies of holy. So this is all like holy territory that only the Levi priests were allowed to come in and to give the sacrifice. So we're going to walk into the holy room, and here we see this is where they have the Ark of the Covenant. Now, of course, these are the Gentiles, and they have built this replica. So we have to go into the Bible and study and to know that, to make sure everything is right, because we are the ones who keep the law. We are the ones who will teach the Gentiles and the other nations how to keep the law and sacrifice to the Most High. So we just have to study to show ourselves approved, and go into the scriptures and know for sure that what this stuff is actually right. But we're looking at the replica of the Ark of the Covenant, and this is what Moses was commanded to build with the children of Israel in the wilderness, and to sacrifice to him. And we know that we will go back under the law of sacrifice with the Most High in the wilderness. And this information is for those who have eyes to see and ears to hear, because not everyone believes that. Not everyone knows that and understand it, even though as we try to wake people up and show them what is to come, a lot of people will actually fight against that kind of information. So inside, actually, this is the Ten Commandments, just a replica, and Aaron's staff. And they have just some manna, which is the coriander seed, which just gives the color of the manna. But that wasn't what they actually had. So they put that all in the Ark of the Covenant, which is awesome. But we know that we will have the real things that the Most High has preserved for us when the children of Israel come back into the wilderness, and we go under the law and start to sacrifice to him again. So now we know, this is something that I really wanted to talk about, because we know that we cannot go into the wilderness sacrificing to the Most High on the wrong holy days. So that's why it's imperative that the children of Israel know the correct days, and there seems to be a lot of discrepancies about the holy days, because we got people infiltrating into the camps of some of the Israelite. The information is being distorted. People are trying to lead us astray as we even try to come to our Father. So it's important that you know the correct holy days. Each and every one of us should be creating our own calendar and following and checking out the seasons, so that you can find out the holy days according to months, because so far it hasn't been correct. And I have created a calendar. I have put up many videos about the holy days, which you can go into my account and see, and make corrections, because people are really trying to deter and distract the children of Israel from coming back to a higher. We cannot go and worship and sacrifice on the wrong holy days. The Most High will destroy us in the wilderness for that, and also calling on the wrong God. His name is Ahaya, and I am that I am in ancient Hebrew. That is his name. We cannot go into the wilderness calling on Yah, Jehovah, Yahweh, Yahuwah, Yahishua, whatever. Those names were given by the Jewish Masoretes, and that is not the God of the Hebrews. So this is important. We cannot go in the wilderness calling on the wrong God. Our God is Ahaya, and he is the true living God of Israel, maker and creator of all things. And he was the one who commanded Moses to build this tabernacle. And as you see the breastplate for the Levi priest to wear, we have all the 12 tribes listed on this. And you see the garb that the brothers will be wearing. Something to that effect with the fringes and things like that. And we will go into the scriptures and make sure the information is correct so that we can do things according to the Most High. And I'm so excited about that. But just getting back to the holy days and the correct day to worship the Most High. Also, the moon Sabbath will definitely not be tolerated in the wilderness. Brothers and sisters who are following that doctrine will have to get the true understanding that the Most High will not accept that in the wilderness. The moon Sabbath, going according to the moon cycle, is not the correct calendar. We must know the correct holy days and call on the correct name, Ahaya. So here we are at the tabernacle. We're right outside the tent, and you see the tent will be made of the goat's hair, the shah hair, and I think it has 3 or 4 layers with linen and things like that. So we're actually seeing a replica and know exactly how we are to put things together as we prepare for this time. So the children of Israel will have to come together and start to give gifts and give offerings to this tabernacle. These certain things like this, where they went to wash their hands and feet before going into the tabernacle, these holy replicas will be restored back to us. The real thing the Most High has kept for the children of Israel. And when we go into the wilderness, these things will be restored back to Israel. This is the Ark of Sacrifice. Where they would sacrifice the calves and the bulls and whatever, and they made the exact measurements and the sizes. But we know that we are to go into the scriptures to get this information so that we will know exactly what to do. And it's really not that hard. We just have to come together and do these kind of things. And I'm gonna do whatever I can and get as much as I can to have an offering to the Most High, because I'm very excited about this, and I can't wait. As we prepare for this time, we see the prophecies unfolding. We know that the coming of Yeshua is right at the door. We start to prepare our hearts, our minds, and our spirit for this marriage, and to go back under the law, which is not grievous to us. We have to just know what to do. Again, the holy days mean everything. You must have the correct holy days. I did a video about there being a discrepancy with the daylight savings, and if you look at that video, I'll give it to you. They changed the daylight saving times, which when you're making a calendar, it throws off the days, which will bring you into the wrong seasons. And so we have to also look at the seasons. Spring is the first month, and usually spring is in April, and March is usually the 12th month. So it's important that we understand this. So, and even going into fall is fall, and when we go into the Feast of Trumpets and these fall feasts, it's usually around fall. So it can't happen at a certain time of the year, just looking at the seasons for themselves. And this is what we must take account of when we're doing the calendar, so that we can get understanding. Okay? I bless the name again of Ahaya. I'm so excited. All praise and glory to his holy name and the coming of his son, Yeshua. Shalom.